Okay, this is your last video, your last two questions here. A bag of Idaho potatoes weighs 4 and 11/16 pounds. The average potato weighs 5/16 of a pound. How many are in the bag? And be sure and show your work. So I drew a picture here that shows, looks like, could be a bag. Looks like a bag of potatoes to me. It's 4 and 11/16 pounds. But we're going to put a little bunch of potatoes in here that are 5/16 of a pound. And there's a potato that is 5/16 of a pound. And there's a potato that is 5/16 of a pound. So what we want to know is how many potatoes would it take to make up that whole 4 and 11/16. So it is a division problem. We have an amount, which is the weight, and we're dividing it into equal smaller parts. Okay, so this is division. 4 and 11/16 divided by 5/16. Well, what we have to do on this, we have to do a couple of things. One, we cannot have a mixed number, so we have to change that. Some of you call it the Texas method, but what that means is I do 4 times 16, that's 64, plus 11, so it's 75/16. So this was 4 times 16, and then plus 11. So 75/16 divided by 5/16. Now, remember, when you divide fractions, it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So when I rewrite this problem, it will be 75/16 times 16/5. Well, I see something here that stands out to me. I have a 16 on the top and the bottom. I could multiply 75 times 16 and multiply 16 times 5, but I'm going to cancel them out because there's one on the top and one on the bottom. What I have now is 75 and 5. Well, I can go ahead and write it like that, and then I can just still divide. I can simplify. That's an improper fraction. I could factor it if I wanted, or I can just leave it as 75 divided by 5. And that works great for me because 5 times 1 is 5, and I subtract and get a 2 and bring down this 5. 5 times 5 is now 25. So this answer is 15. 15 potatoes would fit in that bag, or would make up the 4 and 11/16 pounds. Make for sure that you're showing the work if you're doing test corrections. Okay, the last question. If 6 people weigh a total of 956.4 pounds, what is the average weight? Well, average is mean. And so to find the mean, you add up all your numbers. But you know what? It already did that. It told us the total. We don't even have to do that step because it's already done for us. And then we divide by how many numbers there are. Well, we don't see numbers, but it tells us that there were 6 of them. So this is a just simple division problem. 956 divided by, 0.4, divided by 6. So 6 times 1 is 6. Subtract and get a 3 and bring down the 5. 6, I didn't put my decimal up here. 6 times 5 is 30. And I subtract and get a 5 and bring down the 6. So how many times will 6 go into 56? Well, 6 times 9 is 54. And I subtract and get a 2. And I'm going to bring down that last 4. 6 times 4 is 24. And I subtract and get a 0. My answer is 159.4 pounds. That would be the average weight for each person. Okay, well, I hope you got your test corrections done and you showed all of your work. Good luck. Don't forget to turn these in Monday.